Alright, when you first open up Active Inspire software for Promethean, you'll always notice that the dashboard pops up first. The dashboard's kind of like your jump off point, where you begin at. We're going to do a quick tour of just the dashboard so you can see the different functions on there. One thing about the dashboard you'll notice really quick, if you've ever clicked outside of the dashboard, it just closes. On mine, since I have a different software running, it's not going to do that. If you ever want to bring the dashboard back up, you can go to View, Dashboard, or the quick key F11. That will get it there for you also. With the dashboard, let's look at the different areas. First and foremost is the flip charts. You can go right to creating a new flip chart, or you can open a pre-existing one you already had, or what's kind of nice about it, it also gives you the last open flip charts right there. With this, you can also import PowerPoint. So if you made a PowerPoint and you want to import it, you just click on there, it'll ask you where the PowerPoint's at, you bring it in, it imports it, it puts it in, and then your PowerPoint becomes a flip chart. And then, of course, if we had anybody out there that is using smart technology software, the smart boards, you can import those presentations into Promethean software, and it'll create those into flip charts. So that's kind of the flip charts aspect and opening new ones. The next one is annotate over the desktop. What's kind of nice about annotate over the desktop, you notice when I clicked it, all of a sudden we're on my desktop and there's the screen's gone. You can have all your tool functions on your desktop as the same as on a flip chart. And this is the part that people really get confused. They think they can only do software applications for Promethean with the software Promethean provides. They can't do anything else with it. Well, that's a big misnomer there. I can go through and open any website I want. Let's just open this one up right here. And I can use any of my pen functions I want and maybe say, oh, look at this guy right here. He looks like he's in trouble. You know, and I have all my full capabilities and functions right here as I do in my flip charts. So that's one thing nice about Annotate over desktop. I have all my tool functions still there. And all you got to do to get back, see that little blue box right there? It closes and takes me right back to my flip chart view. So once again, if I bring open View, Dashboard, Annotate jumps me out. There's my marks right there. Little blue box, Annotate jumps me back to my flip chart. Just View, Dashboard, or F11 brings it back up. So that's what Annotate is. I have Express Polls also. This is when you start to learn how to use clickers. You can do a quick test with your clickers right there. You also have Promethean Planet, so you can jump right out to Promethean Planet from this dashboard. So if you click on it, it'll just bring open the web page for Promethean Planet. We're going to create another video that talks about Promethean Planet more in depth, so we won't get into that one much right now. Or, this is the big thing right here it does. Configuration. This is where on the dashboard where you do your software updates. It's really simple to do. You just open up, click configure, right there is check for updates. It says all my updates are current and up to version, so I just click OK and it's done. So bring that dashboard back up as you saw right there, View Dashboard or F11. The other thing with configure that's nice is when you start to register your devices like your slate or your clickers, you do it through this function right here. And you plug it in, it'd read your hub, and then you'd say what you're adding. So that also lets you add devices on that one. Let's go to dashboard once again. Configure lets you manage profiles. So if you want to start setting up the way you like to look at things differently, like we're going to talk about toolbars, and you can set your toolbars up for math, set your toolbars up for language arts, set them up for design. You have different functions with that. And then last but not least with the configure, if you want to do the more primary or elementary look to your Infinite Campus, you might have seen that some others, the blue background, the bigger, more crown looking icons. You just select launch using primary, and the next time you open it, it will show it as that. When I close out, I'll end by closing and opening the primary, and I'll let you see the different view of that. And then the last tab on here is training and support. This just jumps you out to the web, just like Promethean Planet. And actually, that's where it takes you to Promethean Planet, just to the training section, and it goes through that. So that really quick in a nutshell is, let me get back to it, what the dashboard is. So just gives you really quick things to do really fast on the dashboard. Let me launch this as primary. See how it's closed, so I need to close it out. Modify that. Then we'll open it back up. I got all these sorts of things going on here. Open it back up and you'll notice the difference when we open it. And it does take a second to load the software. It is a slow loading software application. And it's going to be a little slower because I changed the look of it. But you can see it there. Now I have more of the elementary cartoony look to my application. Still all the same functions, still everything's the same, but it's just with that more primary look. And if you want to go back to your studio look, you just go back to configure, check that box, close it, close out Promethean, and the next time you open up, it will be the regular looking Afternoon Spy. Well, that's the dashboard look.